Hi there, my name is Karen Franca. I am a South Florida real estate agent, and I'm here to kind of just go over what to expect when seeking out a rental with a real estate agent, everything regarding a rental, and just the rental market in general in South Florida. I'm going to try and make this really quick and as thorough but quickly as possible. But if you guys have any specific questions, just let me know in the comments below and I'd be happy to answer them or make a separate, more in-length video about it. I apologize for the way I look. I just got back from the field, showing homes and things, and it's just a little bit hectic today at my house. I do want to say that if you hear just running around, it's these two. And I'm so sorry for the distraction. I'm going to try my best to do this without them annoying us too much. So right now what we are seeing is the requirements revolving around South Florida real estate and rentals is 3 times the monthly income, which means you take the rental amount, $1,500, $1,200, multiply by 3 times, and that's the income that you should make roughly per month. You can go over, but almost never under. And besides that, they require 650 and up credit score. Very rarely do I see 620. And also first, last, and security. I know that sometimes there are workarounds, and like, for example, if you have a lower credit, I know that personally I have some tactics that I try my best to incorporate to get you into the door and accepted by the landlord, but again, that depends on the landlord himself, and we have to try to apply first to then find out if they like you, and then potentially view the property and move forward with the property. That then brings me to tell you a little bit of what I've been seeing and what I recommend to my clients is applying first and then viewing the property. And I mostly say that because an application, the way that I do it, usually isn't binding, and you can always back out or kind of have more options on your end. And that's pretty much how most are winning right now in my market, is that they're applying and then viewing. I've seen it happen firsthand. I've done many of those and won many of those. So that's just my suggestion. Another thing that's pretty common on my end is that we use Rent Spree to apply, and the way that I use it is in a manner that Rent Spree I can use towards multiple properties. That brings me to say and explain a little bit more about how a rental works on our end. Hey there, just a heads up, I'm editing this video and I thought it would be important to note that pretty much this will discuss how MLS realtors, as I like to call them, deal with rentals. There are some realtors that work for the landlord themselves and work differently, but this is all regarding realtors that work for the buyer or tenant in this case, and represent them. Such as that the offer, which is called a CTL, a contract to lease, we submit your pay stubs, then we submit your Rent Spree, which includes your background and your credit check. It is more like buying a home, where you put in an offer that's very customizable. You can put in the price that you want, you can put the terms that you want, when it starts, when it ends, how much you're gonna pay up front, whether it's the whole year, half the year, or pay monthly. You can pretty much name everything that you want on that offer, or that what you have to offer to the landlord, but you have to remember that you're also competing with other people. So if you want to offer lower in the price, which is kind of unheard of here right now in this moment in the South Florida market, you might have a little bit more of a difficult time obtaining the rental that you love and want. So I usually recommend to offer the asking price or a little bit above, and anything else that you kind of want to throw in, whether it's a whole year up front, half a year up front, an extra payment, whatever it is, completely up to you. Now we wait for them usually to reply, and they will tell us whether they would like more deposit or if they've accepted the offer and where we can go from here. Some people are very responsive and right away they tell us, or some people take a little bit longer or a few days or just flat out ignore us. So we can safely assume that once they flat out ignore us, it's a denial, and if they get back to us really quickly, of course it's an acceptance, and if they are choosing to work with us, we must also consider our options, and as your real estate agent, I should best explain to you what they are and how they work, and if it's a good idea for you to go forward or not. Now, like I said, your real estate agent normally doesn't charge you for all of this. It comes out of the landlord and they pay us directly as well as our brokerage. But some real estate agents do charge you, so it's important to clarify and make note of that beforehand. Also important to note that sometimes some budgets, some areas, pets or no pets, limit amount of people per bedroom, whether the place has an HOA application or not, may limit your search and your results. So it's very important to work with your real estate agent and have that clear communication and understanding of how much your money can buy, where your money can buy, and so on and so forth. It's a very honest and brutal conversation, but it's one to definitely have. It's also very important to note any scams out there by other real estate agents, unfortunately, or by anybody else posing to be a real estate agent that charges you an insane amount of fee up front or asks you for certain sensitive data. I have never personally asked for a social security directly or anything other than an ID and pay stubs and that kind of stuff, just way of living or any of that. I've asked for those, but never social security directly, never passport or anything like that. Maybe proof of school, proof of income, yes, but none of those. So be careful with all of those scams or anybody trying to just one-up you and get some sensitive information that they usually shouldn't have a hand of. Again, like I said, all of that sensitive information is dealt via Rent Spree or any other rent portal, so to speak. So I never see numbers of social security themselves. Anyways, like I said, I try to make this super brief, super quick, and I'm gonna go edit this video right now and try to post it. But if you guys have any questions regarding rentals, especially in South Florida, especially right now in this moment, everything changes so quickly, but I'll try my best to be as timely as possible and respond to any comments left below. So make sure to leave your questions below. And again, if you want a more thorough sit down, more speaking type of video regarding rentals and how they work, especially on the realtor side, let me know and I'd be happy to do that. Don't forget to subscribe just so I know that you're enjoying these videos and enjoying this information. And yeah.